What is happening, everybody? Welcome back to the Segment Podcast. I got a fun one for you guys tonight. There is some new going on in the Southern California area. And might I say, travel worthy for sure. It's a destination because if you've been to this place, God, it's one of the longest shuttle locations in California. I'm sure it rivals a lot of places, but holy cow, Luiseno Bike Park. We have the Bike Park Manager Director, Steve Ford, is on the podcast. What's up, Steve?
What's up, guys?
And we have Bike Shop Manager. We have Trevor in the house, who I've ridden with, and the dude rips. What's up, Trevor?
How's it going?
And we have a whole smorgasbord of people out here on the live. What's up, everybody in the chats? Good to see you guys. Feel free, as always, on the Segment Podcast to ask questions, get information, and there's some good stuff going on at Luiseno Bike Park. So with that being said, I normally start the show with a hole shot. And the whole shot, as you guys know, is basically like the first person to turn that first corner or get to the first corner in a race. So we do a whole shot here on the show. It's the first person to make a comment at 6 o'clock on the dot. And as I'm looking through, we have our first, oh man, it was close. We had two folks in the chat. We had Trail Monster out of Arizona at 6 p.m. who just beat out MTB Sheen Queen out of Michigan, also at 6 p.m. But congratulations to Trail Monster for tonight's episode winner of the whole shot. And
Nice.
I usually have stuff that I can give, and it's usually stuff off my desk. So let me see, what can I give them? I have for you, Trail Monster Neil. I have for you some staples that I'll be sending your way the next time I see you, or at Ride and Shine, or at Luiseno. These staples are yours, my bro. I need to get more gifts on here.
Yeah, you do.
I gotta get more gifts on my desk. The desk is looking empty. But guys, I've been seeing a lot of cool stuff on Instagram. What is happening out there at the bike park? What's new?
Go for it, Trev.
Yeah, so we just launched our new road extension that goes to the top of Coyote. So now you no longer have to climb. That was one of the, it's not something people loudly complain about, except for me. Every time we unloaded from the trucks, we always had to push up Coyote. And it was just something that it was just such a pain. But beyond just going a little bit higher, it means we also have to build trail extensions. So this is our first time actually pushing out a brand new trail that's all designed and built in-house. So we're very proud of the work that was done. It flows very, very well, and that will kind of set the standard for what will be built in the future.
Love it. I love it. We got some folks here in the chat. MTB Guides is saying Coyote Climb built character.
Broke hearts.
Broke hearts. In fact, we actually have something here about that. Let me see if I can pull this up for us. You guys, everyone, take a look at this.
We're getting rid of it and all, but thing is, there are just some people like, oh, see, Connor, yeah, see, he didn't make it.
Yeah,
you're warm up.
The infamous Coyote Climb.
Right, that climb was tough.
It was, doing it once wouldn't be that big, but you doing it every time you head up, it'll wear on you.
Yeah, and so as Trevor's saying, it's gone. It's no longer there anymore.
It's gone. I mean, it's physically existing, but we drop off above that up the mountain. So we built a new road segment. The trucks drop off above it, which means 2 new whole segments leading down for Bear and Coyote.
Oh, beautiful. Holy cow. So if you're dropping off above that, how much more elevation is that? How much more trail is that?
We only gained about 100, 150 feet of elevation above it, but that's above the top of Coyote that we did.
Oh.
So we took out Coyote and then added another 150 or so.
Wow, that's amazing. I love it. That must be like right when you're coming in, for the folks who've been to Luiseno Bike Park, right when you're coming into the landing pad there for us to get off, there was like a cut through that looked like it was off to the right. Is that about where it went? The road goes up further?
Exactly right. Just to the east, directly to your right. We just cut through the hillside there. And we were doing it with the machines we had, but then eventually, we got the dozer out there. We did it right, got it compacted. So it's done and built, but it'll still be improving too, because there's a lot of clay, and we all know how rain and clay. I bring that up since some rain's fallen down all day today and yesterday, so it makes it a little slick. And if we can't use that segment safely, we don't. So there's always a chance tomorrow of being dropped off in the same place, even though we're talking about this right now.
Yeah, that clay gets really greasy when we're out there.
Sure does.
Riding on it. But dude, I think today's the last day of the rain, hopefully, knock on wood, and we should be having some good hero dirt this weekend, yeah?
Yeah, this week. Yeah, go for it.
Saturday's looking great. It should be drying out most of the day tomorrow and overnight. So fingers crossed, we should be able to use the very top.
I love it. I love it. MTB Sheen Queen out in Michigan saying, she said, the coyote climb took like 3 minutes. Come on. And then she said, and that was walking half of it. But then she said, that said, I'll not miss it.
It's good memories, right? You got to go through the growth of a place. So.
Yes, yes, exactly. MTB Guide says it puts the climb and climb, hike a bike, and hands and knees.
For sure.
We got the Dusty Dutchman out there. He says, "Where's Joey?" Yes, Joey. So Joey is the one who kind of like does a lot of the chats for us. Steve, you've been on the show before. Yeah. He puts up the graphics and everything. He actually his computer and his backup computer all took off today. Like one went to school, one went to Arizona. So Joey is managing things from a cell phone from northern San Diego right now. So he's keeping an eye on everything. But I'm pushing the buttons. I don't know where the buttons are, but I'm pushing them.
Nice.
Trail Pimp out of the Reno area. He's saying this bike is a dream come true. I wonder if he got a new bike. But speaking of bikes, with the trails out there, I've gotten a lot of questions from people asking like, hey, do we do e-bike? Do we do analog bike? What's allowed and what seems to create the most smiles out there from what you guys have seen?
Yeah, right now, what I've always tell our customers, because right now we offer both analog and electric bike rentals. So I get this question all the time, like, if we're taking a shuttle up, why do I need an e-bike? Well, based on your experience there, our beginner trail off the top, it does have that, climb at the end. So if you spend a lot of your time on like the beginner trails here, having an e-bike is actually really, really nice. However, now that we've skipped that coyote climb, it makes standard analog bikes and even downhill bikes palatable. So beginner intermediates, consider an e-bike, but if you're more advanced rider and you want to hit Stonehenge, you want to do Granite Falls, some of the more technical stuff that we offer, yeah, bring a regular bike. You're not going to be huffing and puffing too much anymore.
Nice. Dude, that's awesome. And then Trail Pimp out in Reno wanted to say bike park. Sorry, he meant bike park. Killer bike park. Now, when it comes to that, and I'll pull up the website as well, I think I saw on there, you could actually drive out there and not even bring a bike because you guys also rent bikes?
We do. We definitely do. We got a full fleet.
Okay. Here we go. Rent bikes. Here we go. Rent bikes. There we are.
Yes.
Full fleet. And this says coming soon, but I believe the bikes are already out on trails. I think I've seen out there. Yeah.
Yes, that's just the website function that they're tweaking so that we can reserve them. But we do have a whole fleet in the shop right now.
Oh, sweet. Oh, cool. What kind of bikes do you guys offer the folks out there?
We have two models. We have the Norco Shore, the 180 mil 27.5 free ride bike, and we have a Norco Sight BLT. That's a 150, 160 electric trail bike.
Nice. That's awesome. That's so fun.
Should we break some news?
Yes.
Official, yeah.
Should we? I know it's not official, so we're just going to whisper it, right?
Okay.
But looks like we're going to be turning over the fleet here shortly. We just signed a deal with someone. We're not going to say who it is, but we're going to have some new bikes coming up on the hill.
Sweet. Heck yeah. Congratulations on that, you guys.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. No, that bike park is so fun. And it's open all year round. Like right now, it's the only bike park in this area that we can get to that's open. Everything else is underneath snow. And I mean, even Sky Park, that's a little bit lower. I think currently they're under snow right now as well. So it's nice to have a bike park that's not too far out of San Diego. It's not too far out of Los Angeles, Orange County. Me, from where I am, Temecula, Murrieta area, not much further down the road than Velocity. And I know I said earlier in the show it's one of the longest shuttle bike parks available, but is it? It is, right? I didn't just dream that.
You didn't just dream that. You didn't just dream that. So, the spot that we were at before dropping off was, already in the 1,325 foot of elevation of fall
Jeez.
from that point. And our, eventual spot, we're not to the eventual spot. We extended the road a little. The road will be extended to the top eventually, and that'll be 1,600 feet of fall.
Holy cow. That's amazing. That's awesome.
Yeah, I believe Big Bear is like 1,100, so it's definitely substantial.
That is huge. That's so fun. It's so fun. And even the green trails, Kim and I were out there during the holidays and we got to ride. I think it was Rolling Acorn. And then Trevor, what was the one that we followed you down? Was it Acorn, or what was the other green one we went down that ended up being super fun?
Sage Shoot. That was fun.
Sage Shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are like so many side hits on these things. Like you can make a green like a pretty advanced blue.
Yeah.
That's I've always loved that. I keep saying it. I remember saying it last time on the show, but I think you should be able to ride with a group of friends that are at different skills, but still enjoy the same trail together. And if you're hitting all the side hits and launching the drops, but people have go arounds and don't have to hit those things, it means you can ride with your buddies.
Yeah. Those trails are so fun. In fact, Kim and I we're like, we come down off a Coyote, and then we're looking at each other and we're like, Rolling Acorn again, and just blast it. It's so much fun. Such a good trail. Yeah. Now with the future coming up, you guys have so much land. What are we looking forward to seeing in the near future? Because I know I saw on their bike park passes for the day, but then it's a really good price for the year. And I think it might be a good time to consider just getting an annual pass to be able to go there, especially with all the potential growth that could happen out there.
Yeah, the annual pass is a pretty amazing deal when you consider 12 months, as you mentioned, being the only actual year-round park. But yeah, upcoming new stuff. Right now, what we're working on for the next 2 weeks is 2 spots on Coyote. I know everybody loves Coyote, so it's not going anywhere. But the 2 spots on there that are somewhat flat or, could require some pedaling, we're making some edits in those areas to help you be able to flow through. The goal would be, you can try to hold me to this, I don't know. The goal is to be able to have a chainless race down Coyote.
Oh, heck yeah.
If you remember Coyote well, there's a couple spots where that might be difficult. Yeah, those are the spots that we're trying to mitigate.
Okay, so I'm looking at the map right here. Steve and Trevor, which one is Coyote? When I'm looking at this map, I'm totally turned
If you
around.
look near the bottom of the map, the little symbol of the bus.
Okay.
That's the old drop-off, right?
Okay.
That's the old drop-off down there.
Okay.
And so right where that bus is, directly to the right of it, as you're looking at it, is where we went up the hill. Not quite to that yield sign that you see there, but almost to the yield sign.
Okay.
So way up there. And if you go down a little bit with your cursor, right there, that's about where the drop-off is, up there.
Wow.
And we now roll into Coyote, and about third of the way down is the first climb, and then another third from there, a little short of a third from there is the other. I hesitate to say climb. They're not really climbs, but they're definitely flat. And if you're trying to race down and carry speed, get your Strava on, you definitely notice those spots.
Yeah, I think, is it one of them? I think, Trevor, we would use those as kind of like a resting spot. We would come up to the one section where there's like a left-hand turn where the tree is right there. We just kind of like rest for a second and then blast some more. Is that one of the spots?
Kind of. You remember that one spot? I did mention that when we first opened the park, there was like a slide on the trail.
Yeah.
Right after that, that's kind of where it starts to go up a little bit. Got it. So
I remember that.
Right before then, we're going to be cutting into the hillside so that way we can kind of just level it out, and you don't have to kind of go around that chute and push up that little section. But
dang,
But yeah, it's just 2 spots.
Super fun. A chainless ride. Aaron Gwynn ride. Aaron
Yes.
Gwynn race.
Yes.
Timed detonation of the chain.
that
So-
would be epic. So that's gonna be in the next couple weeks. You were saying?
Yeah, shout out to our machine operator Drew. He was able to get our mid-sized or excavator, the 303. He was able to get that into position, even through the rains and everything. So they're situating it up there on the trail now. It's good. He was able to repair the things on Coyote that he tracked over. So Coyote's not getting closed during this process.
Nice.
He'll have it out of the way while they work on this stuff.
That's awesome. Damn, you guys are moving fast. I feel like when I was there during the holidays, we were talking about things happening, changes coming, and then it just hit. Like, was there a timeline you guys are following, or did you guys get an okay? I mean, from the tribe, how did this, like, all of a sudden you guys are on the gas pedal, which I love. This is great.
Yeah. I mean, it's the board, right? So we were waiting forever. I don't know how much we spoke to you about it, but the tribe itself is going through a lot of changes, a metamorphosis to create a board that runs the businesses,
Okay.
separate from the council that is running cultural and taking care of its people. So the board could focus on the businesses and let the council do what's so important for their people. So that was happening all of last year. And I know we were sitting twiddling our thumbs and we wanted to move forward, but we had to let them go through this transformation. It did. So they're done. And now we have a board governing us for about 2 months now. And you see what's going on, all kinds of changes.
Yeah, it quick changes too, which is amazing. Now, as far as other changes coming up for the park, are they looking at I think this will be crazy to do, but were they gonna pave the shuttle road, or like I just heard rumblings and I thought, that might be a question to ask.
Yeah.
If that's gonna be any different. I mean, it's fine by me. We get up there and we're having a blast, but I heard people ask some questions about it.
Yeah, that's definitely on the docket. Right now, in the short run, we want to at least make some repairs to the road because paving will take some time. But
Yeah.
as it stands right now, we want to make it smoother as soon as possible. So we're going to fix some of like the really, really gnarly sections, and then we're making our assumptions moving forward with a paved road by the Q3.
Yeah, I think so. And that's a good call for Q3. Right now we have a project manager on it. So that's new. We finally brought a project and he's putting together the bids and getting all ready. It sounds like they've got the funds to move forward, which is why they have the project manager. So it's all guns blazing. They're going. This was originally planned to have done last year during like fall, but again, all that change going on politically, this big split.
Yes.
It's pushed till now, but now it's all happening quickly, and it's not just for us. It's happening quickly for Zipline, the campground. There's big changes for all the enterprises.
Yeah, that's a good point. Trevor, you gonna bring something up there?
Yeah, that was actually one thing we haven't mentioned yet. So our bike shop, we've actually merged with the Zipline. So now when you walk through the doors of our bike shop, the bench right next to ours has the Zipline register. So you can see, you can purchase a Zipline pass and a bike park pass at the same location.
I wondered that for the folks who haven't been there. When we were pulling up to the location, I noticed that there was a truck that was separate, and people had their harnesses on, and they were walking to it. And I was like, I thought they must be here for the zip line. And let's talk about the zip line real quick, because those zip lines, just driving by it or getting shuttled by it, I was like, dude, those are huge. How big are those things, and how fast do those things go?
Yeah, I actually spoke to a Zipline manager about this. They're what they call mega zips. So they're some of the biggest in the business. And they have 3 of them. You ride side by side with a partner going down. And the first one is the fastest. It goes up to 60 miles an hour. Although it doesn't actually feel the fastest, though. I got a chance to ride it, I think, early last year. And the first one, you're high up. It's exciting, but it didn't feel super fast. But when you go on the third one, you're like whizzing by trees over the water. And you feel like you're going like just a million miles an hour, and it's crazy.
Holy cow, that's insane! Is that on the website? I should pull that up.
Yes, it is.
All right, let's pull this up, folks. We can see this thing. The God, yeah, you guys have so much. Yeah, camping. You got the zip lines. You got. Did I see like a water pad or something that was up
We
there
do.
too?
We have the water park that's up there. So separate from the splash pad, which is kind of an amenity for the campground, we have an actual water park with the big twisty slides and a speed slide and big pools.
Oh, holy crap!
Yeah. We
We're
are
just
Adventure
talking about.
Park, man. We got everything.
Holy crap, you guys do. Okay, going over to here's the zip line right now for the folks that are listening in on Spotify or iTunes. This is the ultimate zipline adventure in San Diego County. Yeah, look at this. Looking for an unforgettable San Diego zipline experience? Zip Zoom Ziplines at La Jolla Indian Adventure Park is Southern California's premier zipline destination located in breathtaking Palma Valley, just an hour from downtown San Diego. Our zipline course is the longest and fastest of its kind in the region, offering a thrilling aerial adventure like no other. Yes. Now, I can definitely say I've seen these. I haven't done it, but yeah, those wires are up there. So that's got to be super thrilling. Look at this. A 2 to 2.5 hour fully guided adventure. What?
Pretty
Talk
awesome.
about that, fellas. Like this is a tour?
Yeah, they're tours.
This is insane. I love it. I love it. Marty from New Zealand saying, can you hire DH bikes there? Also, welcome aboard, Marty.
Close to it. I mean, the Norco Shores, I mean, they run that bike Darkfest with Norco athletes. So that's about it's really close to downhill bike. But when I first selected that model, I still wanted something that had a high gear range and a dropper post just because of that climb that we had.
Yes,
So,
that's a good
in the
call.
future, we will be having dual crown.
Ooh, dang. That'll make Granite Falls super smooth.
Yes.
Well, yes, I like that. We had a question here in the chat. They were asking, where was it? They were asking about possibly ski lifts. I don't know where it went. Without Joey, I can't see stuff. But
come on, Joey, where's Joey at? Bring him back.
yeah, it definitely said it was Trail Pimp, and he was asking about potential ski lifts. So, is the bike park looking at possible ski lifts coming up?
Want to talk about that?
You're the one that does all the research.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about that. That's what it is. He points to me because I am the guy that always just rants about the wanting to have the chairlift, and it would be a different level if we did. Right? Everybody wants to ride a chairlift. I think it's the upper echelon that we search for. It's still in the plans. We still talk about it. Again, the board is only 2 months in, so we'll give them a chance to get their feet wet and really fix we have some, big challenges throughout all the enterprises. They're really helping us all get everything together. And then we'll move forward and really talk about a solution that could include yes, we've got our bids. It's all being talked about behind closed doors a bit, but I think everybody's on board and excited, just working on funding it.
Got it. Yes, got it. And I remember from the past, when I think I was there on opening day, Steve, and I know that the first year was really just trying to prove to the owners there that this is a viable business. There is people that will come out to the park. Have you guys been able to prove that to them that it's definitely worth their investment?
I think so. I mean, the owners are the people, right? So it's, I talk about the council, I talk about the board, but the people of the tribe are the real bosses. They're the ones that need to see how it works and make sure it fits in their culture and what they want to do. And I think we've started becoming one with them. I think they've accepted us as one of theirs, and this is their enterprise, right? This is not mine. It's not Trevor's. This is their enterprise, as with all the enterprises there. We're just making it work for them. And to answer your question, I do think that we've proved, even with limited resources last year, that people are anxious for this place to be all that it can be.
Yes, definitely. I mean, it feels like it, right? Now that we have there's a governing body that's getting things approved and building the plans and looking at things. It looks like and sounds like they're putting more money into this part of the park, which is amazing. And I know all of us in California love to hear it and see it. And not only California. I mean, you guys have the elevation and the talent and the dream to make it a actual destination that can rival other places.
I think so, right?
I know so.
Yeah. This is we've got the bare bones, right? We've got a huge hill. We've got the terrain that's actually rideable and buildable. You've seen some of these rock veins that we have going down the mountain that, yeah, it's a builder's dream out there.
Yes.
So with that kind of elevation and that much territory and a campground that's beautiful that you could ride all day and do your campfire and go tubing and zip lining and all this, the supporting enterprises along with it, I just think this is not just a regional place. This is definitely big. People should come from far and wide.
Yeah, totally agree. I mean, that I think it was Trevor, Kim, and I. We were just looking at the terrain, the natural terrain, and
Yeah.
you can easily just dream of lines because of the way the rocks are laid out over the hill. You're like, that's a feature right there, like a natural feature. And there's
Right.
just so much stuff. And then when you're way up there, you kind of get dizzy. You're just like, what? We're pretty high up here. don't look to the left. We have a question here was saying, what sort of dirt, if you are coming to the area, what kind of dirt are you looking at the park?
It's a good question. I mean, the answer is we have almost every kind of dirt you can imagine. Unlike some places like Mammoth, you're riding in the pumice, Big Bear's basically kind of loam and hard pack. Here, we have sections, as you've seen, that are sand. We've got sections that are clay. We've got some beautiful loam areas and lots of rock gardens. So it's a little bit of everything. I think what kind of tires would you say are ideal right now?
Tires.
Yeah. For our dirt.
We're getting kind of niche there because I have,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you try.
Right now
That's
I'm on
true.
the Mary radials. They're great tires.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say predominantly DG. It works great. It's great in all conditions, although it does wear pretty fast. We do have pretty sizable clay deposits that are kind of scattered on the mountain, like you'll see on our fresh cut of road, we're just cut straight into red. And that's great to build with because in the summer it turns into concrete and it does not wear the way DG does, which is amazing. And spoiler alert, but the west side of Rabbit, that's also another pretty good deposit of clay there.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, Rabbit's another fun one. Yeah, that we got cooking down Rabbit. That one was a lot of fun. When it comes to that new section, for folks who may not have been there for a while, you guys have that beautiful new section in the middle, like at the end of Coyote. And
Stonehenge.
yeah, Stonehenge. That is such a fun, sessionable spot. How did you guys dream of that, and who built that out?
Yeah, again, shout out to Drew and a couple other great hand workers at the time. That was his vision. I mean, I had it on the map. I did design where it is, but in the end, as all builders know, when you're on site, everything changes, right? You have to work with the topography, and we call him Rock Moses because the way he stacks the rock, that drop for people that have been there. I don't know if there's pictures on the website, but that jump over the trail gap.
Yes.
That was him just figuring it out and finding enough rocks to make it work, and it looks like it was meant to be there.
Jeez, yeah, that's it. It definitely does look like it's meant to be there, and it's so easy to session that spot because it's like right at the end of it's the step up, the last step up there. It just you curve right back around to the left, and it makes it so easy and so fun to session. There's so much room too. I'm actually looking on Instagram right now because I don't know if I saw it on the website, but for the folks that, oh yeah, Kim is saying my pick. Yes, in fact, the thumbnail for this is Kim sending it over that gap. And
I was gonna say it looked like that.
yeah, that's Stonehenge. And then I was actually there. There it is, right there. This pick right here for the folks that are looking on YouTube and on Facebook. It's to the bottom left-hand corner. When we first saw that, we came across that, and we had a pro athlete with us in the skateboarding world. We had Steve Caballero, legend in skate. He loves to mountain bike. The moment we came onto that spot, he just saw it and he just locked into that and was like, we were there for pretty much all morning. Half of us aren't as, aggressive in the mindset that Cab can be when he sees something and he wants to get it done. His mindset is like, "Yeah, I could figure this out." Whereas for me, I was like, let me warm up a little bit and then I'll come back and play around on this. But what I found is the way it was built, it was friendly enough for like people that are aggressive and want to be aggressive on it. It was playful enough for somebody like me that's on the other side that needs to warm up a little more, to accomplish it. So I thought it was done really, really well.
I appreciate it. I feel like it is too. And me and Drew talked a lot about that trail gap because that is the one thing that'll be a separator, that people, if you either can do it or you can't, right? That's not a rollable feature.
Yes.
But I think, yeah, in the end, it works. I like it. It's a headline.
Yeah, it's so, I mean, like this picture right here is just such a great photo as well. The way that you can, and the way you could jump over your friends, as they're coming through. In fact, throughout the day we would time it and we just sit up there and wait. And then as they come through, we're like, okay, go, 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 go.
Nice.
Get that jump over them. MTV Guys is saying, yep, didn't get to send it because of wind, but it's cool to be able to roll over those lips and get an idea for next time. Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta be careful that wind on the big jumps.
That area.
Yeah,
Pretty rough.
it's
Yeah.
and then also too the way that I don't think there's footage that I could find on here quickly, but after you do the gap, you kind of like dip down below, and the way that the wind was blowing when we were there was kind of like more from behind us out, and I feel like that first and second jump got a little bit of a blockage from the wind. So I don't know, is that normal, and was it built like that on purpose? Because as we were looking at it, I was thinking this is genius.
I'd like to call it genius, but sometimes, it was thought of when we made the long berm, thinking of, which way you're flowing when you go through there.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
But in the end, we're a little restricted by that trail is going to go to the bottom eventually. So it's not just a segment that's just kind of, on its own and never going to go anywhere. That's going to be, 40 plus jumps going all the way to the bottom eventually.
40.
Yes.
Holy cow. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be fun. Heck yeah. For the folks that also are here on YouTube, this is like a peek of the entire park. We're showing the water slides. Where is the water slides at in relation to the bike park? I didn't even see that.
Go ahead.
It's so when you're driving on the 76 going towards the bike park, it's the one turn in before you get there. So like turn in before the gas station. You just go right down that
Yeah.
hill. All right there.
Okay. I did see the sign for that. Definitely saw the sign for that. Yes. And then here are some more pictures of the bike park on there as well. Marty is asking, are the trails hand or machine built?
Got to use both, right? I mean, you can't get it done without both. So all the main trails are machine cut, and then the hand workers, all the obstacle you see, all the side hills, that's all sweat and equity.
Dang, look at this. Like you see the hand tools right there on this big, beautiful berm.
Yeah.
That's
That's
one of
a
my
brand
favorite
new one
berms.
right there.
Where is this one at? Is this one on Coyote towards Stonehenge or no?
No, that's Bear. Go ahead.
It's the new Bear. Yeah. So
Oh, this is on Bear.
yeah, the Bear extension that we built is much longer than the Coyote extension because obviously part of Coyote was the climb. But we're connecting back to the original start of Bear Gulch. So we have a lot of really amazing built berms side hits.
Holy cow! Look at that thing. It's beautiful. It looks like literally a wave frozen in time. Look at this. Holy
Kinda
cow!
does.
Jeez, yeah, that's a lot of work. You see the water pump backpack right there, and then all the tools.
Yeah,
Oh my
you literally
gosh,
have to pump in the water. The guys will have backpacks and stuff and bringing water to these spots. And anybody who's built can tell you that getting water into there and getting it into the dirt is a big challenge. And these remote trails up in the mountains, sometimes there's just no other way to do it but to huff it in.
Yeah, right. That's a long huff. Those aren't short. Those aren't short huffs.
No, they're not.
We got it says the second screen is not coming up consistently for me. Okay, so there must be a lag on there. Same for me, nothing's showing. Let me see if I can get that back up. You guys see that? Can you guys see that, Trevor and Steve?
Yeah, I can see
You
that.
guys got that. Okay. So hopefully they can see this. What we're showing is the berms here that they built. This is a new berm on Bear Gulch. This looks like hand mainly, like some machine maybe leading up to it, and then all hand, it looks like.
Lots of
Geez,
handwork for sure.
that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So yeah, let's talk about Bear Gulch, because for the folks who've not been here, when you get dropped off at the top, um, at least it used to be you can go coyote or bear, and now that the drop off is higher up, is it still the same? But just a new part of the trail, right? You can go bear or coyote.
Correct. Yeah. As soon as you drop off, you got a split right there. Bear Gulch, Coyote Chase. Take your pick. You got a nice pad, fits a ton of people with a nice little table. So yeah,
Sweet.
take your pick.
Sweet. All right, cool. I love it. I love it. Okay, we're getting it back. We're getting it back. MTB Sheen Queen is saying, guess this is what Spotify listeners are used to. Yeah. All right. Okay, showing now. MTB Guide says weird. Showing now, but it's definitely after you mentioned it, kind of lagging. Okay, cool. We are getting back on there. Marty's asking, how many miles of trails are out there?
About 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long is Coyote? Because man, by the time I get down to the bottom of that, like if I don't stop to rest and we just go,
Yeah.
I feel like I could do one run and be like, dude, I think I got my lift ticket worth already.
It's not quite 3 miles, but it feels like 7 or 8 miles for sure sometimes.
It does. It feels long. Okay, so almost 3. That's
Yeah.
pretty damn good. And then the shuttles, how often do the shuttles run, and can people like time that throughout the day? I don't think I've ever done all the shuttles in a day. I don't think I could.
Yeah, our shuttles run on 30-minute intervals, 10, 10:30, 11 till 4 o'clock. That time will be extended with the daylight savings time change coming this weekend.
That's true.
Typically,
Nice.
you know, how it's always been, it's kind of difficult to beat your own shuttle down. Sometimes it's like really, really close. However, now that we're dropping off above the climb, I've noticed people consistently beating me down. So it's good because riders are able to get more laps in, and it's also an operational challenge for us because you have the same number of people, but now you have more demand for capacity.
Oh, that's a good point.
So it's definitely a concern.
Interesting. Yeah. So without that short climb on Coyote, they're able to just take right off. And the intervals are a little bit tighter now. Holy cow.
We can meet that challenge, though. That's a good problem to have. So
That is a good problem to have.
we're reinventing the shuttle system as we speak, even looking at new fleets that could be coming in. So don't want to announce things before they're happening. But again, part of working with the board, they understand that that's a problem. Capacity is the heartbeat of the park. So they're working on it.
I love it. I love it. I'm looking on the website right now for people to see what the shuttles look like. Is there, maybe it's on the Instagram. Let me see if I can find one of the shuttles. So basically, last time we were there, we rode in 2 different shuttles, which I thought was cool. One of them, we were in the back of the truck and the bikes were on a trailer behind us, right? And then the other one, the bikes were in the back of the truck with us. So I actually have this I'm pulling up. Hopefully you guys can see that. At the beginning of this, ooh, that was a good send. At the beginning of this, it'll show the shuttles. But can you guys describe what the shuttles are like for the folks that are on Spotify and iTunes?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so we have 2 flatbed trucks, and they'll have like tailgate pads on the sides of the stakes. There's some underlays on there. We have molded PVC, a nice like memory foam cover, and then the box tailgate pads. Yeah, that's one of them. So you lay your bike over the side, and you kind of stand, and you ride up. And our third shuttle vehicle is a Chevy Silverado pulling a huck wagon trailer. Both
Nice.
interesting systems. The trailer is tricky. It takes a lot longer to load people, so it's hard to like leave up on time with the truck and trailer. And with the stake bed, super fast loading time. However, we don't have seating in the flatbed trucks, so you do have to stand. But that can be remedied in the future. I think in our dream system, we have a stake bed where it's seated, your bike on a tray, and fast load, fast unload, and a comfortable ride up. That's the vision.
Nice. I love that. I love that. Yeah, and we got to ride on both of them, so we were just like, this is cool. In fact, when we were sitting on the one where the trailer was in the back, you're right. It did take a little bit longer to load the bikes on the trailer. It was just more of like finding the bungee cord and strapping it around, but the driver was definitely helping every single person out, making sure that the bike was strapped down. And so that helped it go a little bit faster. But yeah, when we did load in the back of the regular truck, it was just like wheelie the bike up, throw the front tire over the side, and then kind of just stand there. But sitting down was also nice in the other shuttle. That was neat. That was different. And I definitely love, if you guys are going to go after listening to the podcast, definitely try to see if you can sit to the left, because then you get those beautiful views as you're going up the hill to look out at.
Yeah, definitely. If we get these new this new fleet coming in, it'll be more uniform. We're gonna have a bunch of trucks that are the same, and we'll upfit them with a little more imagination instead of the way it is right now. We're really just trying to get going, but got to make everything better. So why not do that with the fleet as well? Definitely looking at ways of putting equal amount of bikes and bodies in there, and maybe having some seating that's comfortable, even in the big truck.
Yes, nice. Oh man, I'm looking forward to that. When, timeline wise, are we looking at that in 2025 as well?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
We're looking at that early summer.
Damn, dude, you guys are moving and shaking. This is cool.
Yeah.
This is really cool. MTV Guide says, I've only gone once, so I felt like I missed everything and didn't take full advantage. Is there a time the airbag fires up? Oh yeah, let's talk about. They have an airbag there. Can we let's talk about the airbag?
Yeah, we run it just on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, just an hour in the morning. So as long as you're on the first 3 shuttles, you get a chance to hit it, no extra charge. One thing I do want to do is bring that airbag closer to the base camp, like right at the bike shop. Then I can have it running longer, and you can use it as a warm up. But it is kind of difficult to run and man for longer time intervals. So we only run it for that 1 hour on Saturdays and Sundays.
Gotcha.
And it has to be dry because it's a dirt ramp. So if it's too soft, we don't run it. So
Got it. Yeah, that lip is
really
beautiful too. What's that, Trevor?
It can be a little inconsistent in terms of operating times. It's conditions dependent and whatnot.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But you guys keep that lip really nice. Every time I've been out there, we've passed by and seen that lip, and we're just like, damn, we gotta find out when that airbag's up and see if we can hit that thing. That lip is beautiful. It's definitely one of those lips you look at it and you just can't pass it.
Yeah.
You can, but it's hard to.
It'll be the middle of the day, Saturday, Sunday, like he said, and then the shuttle drivers do announce it to the riders, so they let you know that if you get down there, it's open.
That's awesome. That is awesome. And then for the folks that are going out there, food wise, Trail Pimp is actually bringing this up, which is amazing because I don't think Trail Pimp's ever been up there. He's from the Lake Tahoe area, but he knows about Roadside Grill Burger.
Wow.
I heard is good. How do you know about this? And yes, it is good, but you guys could probably fill them in a little more than I can.
Yeah, the grill's really good. Yeah, my favorite is the Western burger. But yeah, that's most people get. They get one of the burgers. They sell pizzas, sandwiches. It's sit down sports bar ish vibe. There's no served alcohol yet, but they're kind of like high top tables, and there's TVs. There's even a pool table there, so you can kind of hang out. The air conditioning staff's amazing.
Yeah, the food is good. You're so right, Trail Pimp. The food there is good, and it's like literally just right above the bike park. So when you're there doing laps, instead of like getting that shuttle for lunchtime, you take a right, go up the little road, and it's right up on top. And damn, it hits the spot. It definitely hits the spot.
I was there even working for a while before I realized it was there. So you could go fill up on gas. You walk in the convenience store. And you don't realize that connecting right next to the convenience store, if you walk through, is a full-blown restaurant. I mean, it's people don't they think it's just going to be a hot dog in the convenience store. That's definitely not the case.
No, full-on sports bar, which was awesome. Which is awesome. Yeah. So Trail Pimp, nicely done. We got the fist bumps right there, and it's crazy. MTV Sheen Queen's right. Yeah, Trail Pimp knows everything.
Put him on the podcast.
Everything. It's insane. It's insane. Let's see. Marty is asking, have the Norco Shore bikes been reliable? Any chain snapping, dropping issues at all? How do those run?
Chain drop. We had all the chain guides updated on the shores, so I do know some like the first iterations of them. We heard they had issues. For us, not a ton. I mean, if your derailleur's not aligned or you smash it on a rock, then it's gonna drop a chain. That is always gonna happen.
Yeah.
But nothing like super consistent. Nothing we couldn't fix. The e-bikes go through chains like crazy, but that's just e-bikes.
True.
I've had some issues with our air shocks, but quick service and wasn't too big of a deal. They've been amazingly reliable. No cracked frames. I mean, they've been brutes, honestly.
Yeah, that's a great point you bring up too. Just thinking on that thought, if you go up there and you have some kind of mechanical, is there a bike shop up there to take care of the bike, service it, and get you back out there?
Yes, we do. Yeah, we have a full service center in the back. I refer to us as an emergency room for bicycles. So bring our bikes in some really weird disarrays, and we've done crazy things to get them working again, like levers that are smashed in weird ways, and they need to be able to use the brakes. And we're like, well, we don't have Maguras, but we'll make this brake work and get some zip ties and a stick and make it happen.
Nice. ER, fix them up, get them back out there for some more stoke.
Exactly.
I love it. MTB Guides is saying bouncing around the flatbed is half of the fun. Keeps it core.
It's going to be again one of those things that we'll all remember fondly, but still, it's okay to remember it fondly when we finally get past that.
Yeah, we'll be like, I remember the days we were in the back of the shuttle, all you kids down with the chairlift and stuff.
We were Jiffy Pop.
So never know
Right?
testing it for the first time.
Yeah, that's true.
Kim is saying puppy. So for the folks that are on iTunes and Spotify, there was an extra guest in the studio. Puppy was on the show. We gotta know. Oh, is it long hair dachshund? No.
Like medium.
She's a medium hair.
Yeah.
Wants to be a trail dog.
Beautiful. What's her name?
Nala.
Love it.
This is Nala.
Love it. What's up, Nala? Thank you for being on the segment podcast. I love that. I love that. El Duran is in the house. What's up? What's up? He says, does the park have annual pass or will one be offered?
Yes, we do. It's $3.99, and I think after taxes and fees, $4.50. So the math is about 8 visits to break even over 12 months, and that's probably some of the best in the industry.
That's a
pretty good.
That's a pretty good deal. Yeah, and you have all season long to be able. And the season, when I say season, all season is annual, 365 days.
Right.
So that's pretty good. We have. Let's see. Oh, look at this, Steve. I love your shirt.
Yes.
Look at this panda.
Right.
Here, we gotta give it the full screen here, folks.
Oh yeah. Woo.
That beautiful panda. Trevor's embarrassed.
Trevor hates it. I put it on just for him.
I know.
Thanks for not leaving, Trevor. You're a good sport. Yeah, that shirt is sick though.
It's a lot.
Chopip is saying bike bling is on the way to this place. Great shop. Whoa, I guess there's a bike shop on the way to the bike park.
If you're coming from south, yeah, and they've got
Okay,
everything.
that's awesome. That is awesome. MTB Sheen Queen saying so cute when it comes to Nala, and then also for the annual pass, such a good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a crazy deal, honestly. Yeah.
8 times to break even. Like real quick. Hey Siri, what is 365 divided by 8? Well, yeah, there you go. That's like it's $45. It's less than the actual day pass. The day pass is what, 50 something to come in through the day. So yeah, if you are in anywhere around this area, get the annual. Save yourself some money. Take it and you actually go up to a roadside grill and spend it up there. That's the difference right there each time.
It is. The drop in rate, $5 out.
Well, we'll wait till we have official.
Okay, I'm trying to drop bombs over here and
We
say
might
things
be
too early.
adjusting the pricing model a little bit, and there's a few layers to it. One thing I still have cooking in the back of my mind is a membership model. I've seen some other places do, where you just pay a monthly rate. Basically, it takes the place of your gym membership. You can just pay a monthly rate, come here, and then when you do decide to get your Big Bear season pass, you don't have to pay for the full annual. You can save some money and pay for the fall or something.
Oh, that's a good idea.
We'll have some things coming.
That is actually a really good idea. I did see that model. I was out with Kim in Detroit, and we went to a indoor skate park, which they allow bikes, I think, 1 day a week, called Modern Skate. And they had a membership where you pay the membership for the year, and it really changed your drop-in rates. Were like, I think they were down by half or something like that. And then you got discounts for inside the shop if you want to buy something. I mean, it comes with things that makes it totally worth it, of course.
Right.
And that's cool that you guys are thinking about that. Love it.
We can save 10% difference right now in the final price on tickets. That's in the system now.
Yeah, that is one thing that has changed. So there's no longer a $5 tourism fee. It's come down to 1.5% tourism fee. So our new sales tax rate is 7.75% plus the 1.5% tourism fee. So it is a pretty substantial drop in taxes. So when you show up into the shop, it's a little bit different now.
Nice.
But
Nice.
there will likely be some more adjustments made to that.
Dude, you guys are doing all kinds of stuff out there. That's really cool. That's really cool. And I think too is there is so much trail, so there's so much to wire when you go there. So it's not like you go there once or twice and you're like, oh yeah, you did all the trails. There are things and features and things to unlock on each one of these trails, and it's just endless. I mean, I know when we were rolling down Rolling Acorn, and one of the green trails we were just rolling down, it was like I kept looking to the right and left, like, dude, there's that. There was what trail was it, Trevor? There was like a rock to rock gap transfer option on the green line off to the side. It was like off to the right.
Gosh, yeah, that's Acorn.
That's Acorn. Yeah.
Funny.
I have not unlocked that, but have you unlocked that? Because that's an option.
Yeah, I've done it once. It's so choppy right going into it. So
Right?
sometimes I go around it, but Connor hits it every time.
Yes.
Well, that's
That's Connor. Connor rips. Although he couldn't make it up the coyote climb, he was passed out on the side of the trail.
he's there now. Yeah,
He's there now. MTB Guide is saying one thing I will say is even when you're waiting, the calm river is much nicer than being in a noisy lift line, hoping thunder doesn't sound off miles away.
That's true.
That's a good point.
Happened
That's
to
a
me
good point.
Ah,
Yeah, without the chairlift, you guys don't have the 15-minute waiting period for thunder.
no, we don't have that.
That I didn't even think about that. That's a pretty good point there, MTB Guides. Yeah.
And I love what he says there because we got a couple of nice picnic tables down there, and we got a fire pit that will be in service during that night ride. We're going to talk about, and then the river's right there, so it's a tranquil place to hang out with everybody and just listen to the river and wait for the shuttle.
That's true. Yeah, that is a peaceful spot for sure. I mean, you can camp there. If people want to, drive out there, they got their trucks, they got their vans, whatever they want to camp there. Is there can you like combine everything together, like bike park tickets, campground?
That is exactly what we're talking about right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're getting there. We will be putting together different packages and whatnot. Like right now, if you purchase for if you're buying for the zip line and you're already camping, you'll save a little bit of money, like 10% off.
Okay.
Something you can do right now, if you go into the groups page on our website, you can pick multiple activities and how many people you have and just all your information, and then we can work directly with you and get you a good group rate.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, I think actually there was a YouTuber who just went out there. It was all over Instagram. Vanikava MTB. I think Vanikava was out there doing some stuff, and then you guys had, is it Loose Riders, the organization?
Oh yeah,
They were putting out some big group rides too, which was cool. Some rippers showed up for those rides. Jeez.
Oh man, quick ones out here. Try to follow Luca or any of these guys that show up. It's rough.
Yeah, that's when I turn right into cameraman, and sometimes I don't even take the picture myself. I just try to ask them if I can put the camera on them.
Right.
Otherwise, I won't see them. Bye.
Yeah. Here, just like Connor, gone.
Right. Yeah, Trail Pimp saying Vanikava Nation. There he goes again. He knows his stuff.
Exactly.
All right. I have this pulled up. So You guys are doing a lot of great changes out there, making the place super fun. The climb, which wasn't that bad of a climb, that's gone now, so people could just go straight downhill. And now we have this Trailblazers After Hours Full Moon Saturdays at Luiseno Bike Park. What is this?
So stoked on this. It's been we did a test on it the end of last year to make sure we get our ducks in a row. We ended up adding reflectors on the sides of the trail and such. But this will be a night ride close to full moons. We take everybody up 2 times. So you get 2 trips all the way to the top, ride your way down, bring your own lights. There's a good video right there. And at the bottom, almost as good as the riding is, we're going to have a big hangout at the bottom with the campfire going. We'll have grills there so you can bring whatever you want to throw on the grill. If you like chicken, steaks, whatever you like, and just bring a chair, hang out by the campfire, and talk to a bunch of bikers.
Damn, that looks fun. That looks fun. This when is the first one happening again?
The 15th.
Next Saturday.
Yep, coming quick.
Coming up. Okay, so Saturday, March 15th. Again, looks like April 12th, May 10th. You guys got this like staggered out. This is amazing. July 12th, August 9th, September 6th, and October 4th.
Pretty much tracking the full moons.
That is amazing. Pricing is only $29 per rider, only $19 if adding to a day pass. Riders must bring their own lights. I don't think there is any bike park that's doing night rides. Is there? Am I mistaken on that, or is that?
I don't think so. That's one of our advantages here at Luiseno that we can do. But back in my day with the Gravity Pirates, we put on night rides. I think all groups get together and have their night rides, right?
Yeah.
Whole companies that are making products for riders to ride at night. So it's a thing we all do, but we don't have a place, a venue to go do it officially, like the bike park. So why not do it here?
I think Ride
Awesome.
has like night jump sessions.
Oh, that'd be cool.
We're not the only ones to do anything like this. So we're not.
Wow. Yeah, that dude, so fun. We got MTB Sheen Queen out in Michigan. She says, "I want a night ride." So yes, we're gonna have to look that up and hit one of those days. Jake from State Farm just joined. What's up, Jake? He says, "Hey." Question for you from Trail Pimp to Steve. He's asking, Steve, are you on a DH bike or what are you riding?
That's a great question because I'm sitting there and I've got this whole arsenal to pick from, and I pick from all of them. I'll grab an e-bike sometimes. I'll grab one of our Shores, but my bike is a downhill. I am rocking downhill, and now that we don't have the push up on Coyote, I think that is my favorite piece of the quiver.
Ooh, nice single speed or small cogs and just go. All high speed.
You definitely don't want to be pedaling up the mountain with those.
We got MTV Sheen Queen is saying, "Oh, got to get some solar lights at Stonehenge so it kind of like glows in that area." You could.
That's been recommended. I think if this event catches on, becomes a thing, we'll put some more investment towards it and get some things.
Could you imagine that?
Yeah, I'm picturing that now. The solars, we talked about it on the trails, but Stonehenge specifically, good call out.
Yeah, good call out, Kim. That would be sick. 2-point slam dunk.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Three Brothers Extreme just jumped on. These kids ripped. If you guys are listening on iTunes and Spotify, you got to go to Instagram. Check out Three Brothers Extreme. These kids rip, and they're such good boys. He says, we haven't been out there yet. Maybe we will set up a family group ride day. Oh, there you go. So that, let's tease that idea out. If their dad, Drew or Stephanie, were going to do like a family group ride day and just invite families out, how would they organize a group ride to possibly get like a, discounted group rate? What's the first step that they do?
Definitely fill out the group form on the website that we just now added. So happy we have that.
Yes.
That way you can, if you want more than just mountain biking, like you bring the whole, like some of the families are out camping or something, and you have like 20 people. We can make sure you're accommodated. We can give you the best rate possible. You can also shoot us a DM and we can help you out from there on our Instagram.
Okay, I love it. Pulling up the screen right now. I am on the La Jolla La Jolla oh my gosh, I'm gonna totally like La Jolla Indian Adventure Park.com is the
Yeah.
website. And then where do we go there?
So go to the
Right there.
top menu bar and click groups.
Groups. There it is right there. Groups. And unforgettable group adventure awaits. Look at this. Yes. So yeah, you could book it for, oh my
Yeah.
God, can you do them all? Can you go water park, zip line, and bike park in a day?
You can. Yeah, once you
That
get
would be like, that'd be like the Southern California membership. You know how you go surf, ski, and bike in a day? Like,
Yeah.
can you get the Luiseno golden ticket and do zip line, water park, and mountain bike in a day?
Look at that zip line pic. Look at the side by side. How often do you ever see a side by side zip line?
That's
Like,
insane.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You send a
Cool.
bunch of mountain bikers down there. We're going to race each other. It's going to start off
Yes.
fun.
Let's do it.
And then we're going to start putting umbrellas in the back pocket so people slow down.
you got like
Passing them.
bikers looking at like, I'll never do that, and then the zipliner's like, I'll never ride that. You know. So,
Right? Exactly. Zipline people are like, you're crazy. Mountain bike people are like, no, you guys are crazy.
A lot of that.
Jake from State Farm is saying, can we get a multi-level mulch jump to progress on at some point? Oh, interesting idea.
Another great one. You know, we have that airbag jump you just talked about down there. We're trying to identify the best area to have something like he's talking about there, progressive jumps, learning. You know, we got the mulch jump is a good thing. I think I'm going to end up putting it up near the step down and the big step up where the window feature is.
In the Stonehenge area?
That, yeah, right behind that, we've got some new jumps, a very big new jump line up there. But there's territory there, I think, to make an intermediate spot where people can session and something like a mulch jump.
Sheesh. Okay, I think I saw this. We were coming down. I think we were coming down a part of Acorn, and we looked off over, like when we get to the step up jump down towards the bottom, we looked over and we saw what looked like big jumps being built in. Was that something that we saw, or was that like remnants of something that was being changed?
Now that is new. That is something that we started. I started building that. We started building that, and had to take a pause. So many other priorities that are there. That will eventually be the bottom of Stonehenge, by the way.
Holy crap!
Will connect to it, but trying to make some P-line options for it. But it's a huge. It's going to be a huge like hip jump into a canyon, massive launch out of the canyon. I think we're going to have a lot of photograph points there.
Yeah, that makes sense because okay, as we were looking at it, I think we pointed at it, and Steve Caballero was like, "Is that moto?" And we're like, "No, I don't think so." But and then somebody else in our group said, "No, there used to be moto here, but not at that spot, somewhere else." So, is there moto out there too?
There is. This is not part of the enterprises, but near the water park that we just talked about, that first entrance before the gas station, you can go there. It does exist. It's in disrepair in the old days, but I rode it when I was younger. A lot of people remember that fondly. So hey, if you're already there, you're bringing your downhill bike, you're tubing on the river, bring your motocross bike, head over to the track and get some laps.
Yeah, no kidding. And maybe even too, like the kids with Surons, I feel like they don't have a place to go. Maybe that's the spot. They can ride the bike park and then take their Surons over there and go rip it up.
Yeah, it's one of those things it's not official. So, the Imagos own the land. And when they hear people out there having fun, they might walk out, might collect a little fee from them, but just tell them to be careful and, watch yourself, letting them know that we don't maintain it. So be careful.
Yeah, that's there. Yeah. Okay. I think I saw that from the shuttle driving up. You could see it over the views. You're like, what's that down there? But the one we were just talking about is as a jump line that's going to be at the bottom of Stonehenge. And that did look big. It looked really big.
It's definitely big. I think we're going to have some events there. If you look right next to the wooden drop in the step up, you'll see I built a vendor row right there. So be able to fit 4 canopies there. So in the future, you imagine the music blasting, you got sponsors, you got supporters up there. You can watch the jumps behind you. You can watch the ones in front of you with the step down, step ups. I think it'll be a party atmosphere.
That sounds so awesome. Damn. MTB Guides is saying Rocket Power Day. Trail Pimp is saying, have you guys seen MX legend Jeremy McGrath riding there? I think he lives close to the park. Huh.
Boy, he doesn't live too far away. I haven't caught him there with my own eye, but that would be great. One of the heroes that I used to cheer for.
Yeah, right. I know a lot of those moto guys cross train on mountain bikes, so don't be surprised if you run into them or are in the shuttle with them. I mean, that's definitely highly possible. Jake from State Farm says, dude, that makes sense. That makes sense. Three Brothers Extreme is saying, awesome. Dark Fest in SoCal.
Yeah, we've tried to identify a zone from the top there that'll work for something like a Dark Fest. We've got it. We've got the territory. So just so many priorities we have on our plate, but don't be surprised when the sinew turns to the dark side sometime in the future.
So cool. I mean, there's so much that could be done there. It's
Oh, yeah.
awesome. Trail Pimp is saying, oh, that's cool. You guys have a track. I will bring my Stark when I come out.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go. Man, you guys, there is like so much stuff we covered about the Luiseno Bike Park. I mean, if you've only been there a couple times and you haven't been there lately, you definitely want to go back out because like we were just saying, the Stonehenge thing is new. It's super fun. It's friendly. There you can get some big airtime on that thing. Great photos from that spot too.
Yeah.
That middle area, somebody had left a tripod in the bush and we were able to reuse it and just be like, oh yeah, this is perfect for like jump 3 and 4.
Wow, you repurposed a tripod from the trails. I like it.
Yeah, like this is amazing. Trevor's like, that's where my tripod went.
Covering that actually. Yeah, that was mine.
We lost a drone in that spot. You talked about the wind, and we had a drone racing following in, and it decided to just take its own beeline. And I don't know, someone could go Easter egg hunt for a drone.
He had a drone accidentally follow somebody else.
Oh no.
Start,
oh man.
Speaking,
maybe we just suck with drones. You know,
we're not good with
think maybe.
Yeah, I mean, a drone for that spot would be cool. Is that spot? I mean, how are drones in the park? I mean, I'm sure most bike parks don't allow drones, but this is pretty wide open. Like, there's not a ton of trees. It's not that crowded. It's like there's openness to it. What's the thought of somebody bringing a drone to the bike park?
You know, we can't officially condone that. This is a military flight path that goes through there. We'll do things sometimes that are try to be FAA compliant. We've had people come out that are shooting professionally to get some of those amazing videos you've seen. Yes. So it can be done, but like you said, it also is pretty out there in the middle of nowhere. So things do happen.
Yeah, well said, well answered there, Steve. Jake from State Farm says a lot of people want a good intermediate jump line like Blue Steel at Big Bear. That's been the biggest feedback I have personally heard.
I feel like he's listening to us talk or something. Who's that? Jake from State Farms in our living room, apparently.
He must be our
he's our insurance provider. So, if we're talking about what's next, right now I told you we're working on Coyote, getting those 2 sections. The next project is actually a reroute for Rabbit's Leap. You'll enter Rabbit by going into Acorn instead of where it goes now. You'll follow Acorn for a bit, and then you'll split off onto Rabbit. And that whole section, all the way around that's new on Rabbit, will be like that intermediate style fun jumps.
Tell me more. That sounds amazing. Hell yeah. What's the timeline on that?
So a couple of weeks we'll start it. And then how long it takes to get built here, that's a lot of stacking. There's some, design build going on in that area. The dirt is amazing right there. We've poked around all over the place and lots of great clay to line things with, good solid loam, rock base. It's going to be a great long-lasting section, I think. But maybe 6-7 jumps even in it.
That sounds fun. That's why Trevor was smiling when he goes, there's a lot of clay over there.
Yes, he knows.
That section. Dude, hell yeah. MTB Sheen Queen is saying communal tripod. Yes, it was a communal tripod. I was like, this is great.
Why not?
Jake from State Farm saying I tuned in a bit late. Sorry, no. Thank you for joining in. You got a lot of the stuff. So there's a lot of cool things going on at the bike park. It literally is the only bike park open right now, other than Sky Park Bike Park, and they're both very cool and they're both so different. So we got to get people out to Luiseno Bike Park because it's just a ton of fun. It's the longest shuttle ride you can have out here in Southern California, and probably rivals a lot of other shuttle areas just because, man, you are way up there when you get dropped off. It's a long run.
Serious. That top, when we finally make it, I know we're talking about the new, but the top, when we get there, it's got ocean views. So it's amazing at the top of this mountain.
Yes. And when you're up there, speaking of, we got a chance to kind of preview what the future would look like before that new Coyote was finished. So got up there and I looked around. I saw Harris. Is it Harris Casino or is it Harvey's? It's Harris Casino.
Harris.
And I saw their mountain range and I'm like, dude, they're almost as high as in like a ton of space. I wonder if they're looking at you guys going, why is everybody passing us going over there? Should we be doing something of the same?
We need more ride spots. Bring it.
Yeah, I think that would be amazing. That whole area would be so cool. On like the far outskirts of dreams for that place, what's like the ultimate dream for that spot?
World Cup, man. Gotta have a World Cup race. So, we want everything, but I'm picturing once we get all the parking situated and we're at the top, we're building all these trails. We got the Dark Fest style trail. I have my plans to build double black all the way top to bottom. And in my mind, that'll be the World Cup race trail.
That would be beautiful. Oh, yeah. Man, we just dropped a lot of stuff on you guys. I know we're over an hour on the show. I got to let you guys get out to dinner and get back to your lives and everything. But man, is there anything that we didn't share with the folks that you'd like to share with them on closing?
Oh, that was really thorough. I just want to thank everybody that does come out and say that, to get this started from the ground, first San Diego park to exist, we had to prove that it's going to work. So people that do come out and ride, you're my heroes. You're the ones that make it all work.
I love it. Trevor, any closing comments on your end?
Yeah, this park will not look the same in a year. I'm very, very excited. Changes to the road, even changes to the shop. I'm very excited about that. When I first walked into that building, it was just like haywire. There's nothing there. They hired me as a bike shop manager. There was not a bike shop there. So I'm very excited to kind of pursue a more robust rentals and service program and, like fully outfitted retail and work with our partners. So I am very excited.
Yeah, it's going to look good.
God, man, that's awesome. I love it. You guys doing some great things out there at Luiseno Bike Park for all of us out here in California and beyond. Trail Pimp is saying, Steve and Trevor, thank you, legends.
No, thank you.
Yeah, you guys will go down as definitely that for pushing this project and making it happen, making it real, making a place for us to ride and have some super fun shuttle days and maybe some zip line and water slides and all kinds of stuff. Oh my goodness. Thank you all so much for joining us out here on the Segment Podcast, episode 173, Luiseno Bike Park update with Steve and Trevor. And man, we will see you guys out on the bike park soon. In fact, I might be in the next shuttle with you. So hope to see you guys out there soon. It says, Jake from State Farm says, it's so great to have you year round for the DH bikes. MTB Sheen Queen in closing saying, absolutely love Luiseno. Can't wait to see the new stuff.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you all. We'll see you guys out there on the trail and see you all at Luiseno. Talk to you all later.
See you there.
Bye.
Bye.